You're almost asleep. That warm, heavy, sinking feeling has you, and you're seconds from gone. And then your whole body jerks, like you missed a step on a staircase that isn't there. Maybe you kicked, maybe you threw out an arm, maybe you saw yourself fall just for a fraction of a second and snapped wide awake with your heart pounding. Almost everyone has felt it, and almost no one knows what it is. It feels like a glitch, like your body malfunctioned right at the finish line. But it isn't a malfunction. It's one of the most revealing things your brain does all day. Because for a split second, you get to watch the exact moment you fall asleep go slightly wrong. That jolt has a name. It's called a hypnic jerk, a sleep start. And here's the first thing worth knowing. It's incredibly common, and it's almost always completely harmless. Somewhere around 60 to 70% of people get them. About 1 in 10 get them nearly every night. So if this is you, you are not broken. You're normal. In fact, you're watching a normal machine do a normal thing, just out loud. Because here's the reframe I want you to hold on to for the whole video. Falling asleep is not a switch. It's not one clean click from on to off. Falling asleep is a handoff. One system in your brain powering down while another takes over. And a hypnic jerk is what it looks like when that handoff isn't perfectly smooth. Let me show you exactly what's happening. Think about what falling asleep really means. Right now, awake, a network deep in your brainstem is keeping you switched on, holding your muscles toned, your attention up, your body ready. As you drift off, that wake system has to power down, and the sleep system has to take the wheel. Your muscles start to go slack. Your mind starts to let go. But these two systems don't hand over control in one clean motion. For a brief window, right at the doorway between awake and asleep, in the lightest stage of sleep, the whole system is a little unstable. Wakefulness is fading, but it hasn't fully let go. Sleep is arriving, but it hasn't fully taken hold. And in that unstable window, the brainstem can fire off a sudden burst, a jolt of signal that shoots down to your muscles before your body is fully off. That burst is the jerk, a last flare from the wake system on its way out the door. That's the honest core of it. The exact trigger for any single jerk usually has no clear cause, it just happens. But the mechanism underneath is that instability at the border. Your body didn't break, it got caught mid-handoff. Now, the falling. Why does a simple muscle twitch so often come wrapped in that stomach-dropping sense that you're falling off something? The leading explanation is almost poetic. As you drift off, your muscles go loose all at once, and the idea is that your brain, half asleep, still half watching, misreads that sudden loss of tension. It doesn't register that you're relaxing, it registers that you're falling. So it fires a jolt to catch you. The twitch and the falling feeling are two halves of the same misunderstanding, right at the edge of sleep. And this is where you'll run into a story that's all over the internet. One you've probably heard stated as fact. The evolutionary story. It goes like this. Our ancient primate ancestors slept up in trees. If your muscles relaxed too fast and you started to slip off a branch, a hard jolt to snap you awake and grab hold would save your life. So the hypnic jerk, the story says, is an ancient reflex, a leftover from a million nights spent sleeping in the canopy. It's a beautiful idea. A psychologist named Frederick Coolidge is the name most often attached to it, and honestly, it might even be partly true. But I'm going to be straight with you because most videos won't. This is a hypothesis. It is not settled science, and there's a real problem with it. Dogs twitch as they fall asleep. Cats do. Plenty of animals that never lived in a tree in their lives do the exact same thing. If this were really about branches, you'd expect it to show up mostly in tree dwellers, and it doesn't. So keep the story because it's a good one. Just don't mistake it for the answer. The evidence still points back to the simpler thing, a brain caught in the unstable moment between waking and sleep. Here's where it gets genuinely fascinating, because the hypnic jerk has a twin. And once you see the pair, both of them suddenly make sense. You may have heard of sleep paralysis. That's the terrifying one. You wake up, your mind is fully awake and aware, but your body will not move. You're pinned, frozen. Now look at what a hypnic jerk is. You're falling asleep, your mind is going under, but your body suddenly fires and moves on its own. Put those side by side. They're mirror images, same border, the exact boundary between wake and sleep, opposite failures. In sleep paralysis, the mind switches on while the body is still switched off. In a hypnic jerk, the body fires while the mind is switching off. One is mind on, body frozen. The other is body fires, mind going under. They're not two random weird things your body does at night. They're the same seam, the join between being awake and being asleep, showing you its two edges. There's even an idea that the jerk is tied to your brain, testing the very system that's meant to keep you still, right before it fully takes over. Two glitches, one doorway, and neither one means anything is wrong with you. So if everyone's brain does this handoff, why do some people get slammed with jerks night after night, while others barely notice? It comes down to how wound up your nervous system already is when you lie down. A hypnic jerk is more likely and more violent when your system is running hot, and 4 things in particular turn up the heat. The first is caffeine. A stimulant still circulating late in the day keeps that wake system revved exactly when it's supposed to be powering down. The second is stress and anxiety. A racing alert mind resists the handoff, and cruelly, worrying about the jerks themselves can make them worse, which turns it into a loop. The third is sleep deprivation. When you're exhausted, your brain slams the transition too hard and too fast instead of easing across it, and a rougher crossing means a bigger jolt. And the fourth is late, intense exercise. A hard workout right before bed leaves your body switched on and your nervous system buzzing when you're trying to shut down. Notice the pattern. Every one of these is a foot on the gas while you're trying to brake. The jerk isn't random bad luck. It's your revved up system hitting that unstable border harder than it needs to. So should you worry? For the vast majority of people, no. A hypnic jerk is benign. It needs no treatment, and it means nothing is wrong. It's a quirk of a healthy brain falling asleep. But let me draw the line clearly, because it matters. A hypnic jerk is one jolt at the doorway of sleep. That's the signature. A single jump as you're drifting off. Other things are not this. Periodic limb movement disorder is repeated jerking during sleep after you've gone under, often every 20 to 40 seconds, usually the legs and usually something a partner notices, not you. Restless legs is an uncomfortable urge to move your legs before sleep, not a sudden jolt, but a crawling need to move. Those are different, and they're worth a doctor's time. So when should you actually check in with someone? If your jerks are suddenly new and getting more frequent, if they're so intense you can't fall asleep, if you're waking up unrefreshed and dragging through your days, or if there's anything more going on like confusion, injury, or anything seizure-like, that's the moment to talk to a doctor. Short of that, this is just a normal night. And if you simply want fewer of them, work backwards through those triggers, cut the caffeine off earlier in the day, move hard workouts away from bedtime, and most of all, protect a real wind down. Dim the lights, slow down, stop feeding the wake system, so your brain can ease across that border instead of being flung across it. You can't switch the jerks off, but you can give the handoff the calm it needs to go smoothly. So the next time you're almost asleep and your whole body jumps and yanks you back, I hope it lands differently now. That jolt isn't a malfunction. It isn't a warning. It's the single most honest thing your brain does all day, the exact instant you fall asleep, caught in the act. A handoff between two systems happening a hair too fast, made visible for a fraction of a second. Your wake system flaring one last time on its way out. Nothing is broken. The machine is just working out loud. If you found that interesting, I made a whole video on its mirror twin, sleep paralysis, where the body stays frozen and the mind wakes up. Same doorway, the opposite glitch. I think you'll see it completely differently now. And if this video helped the next time you jolt awake feel a little less alarming, do me a quick favor and give it a like. Every like genuinely helps this channel reach more people struggling with their sleep, the ones lying awake wondering what's happening to their own bodies at night. I'm going to keep decoding the strange, quiet things your body does at night, the ones nobody explains properly. So subscribe and tap the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. I'll see you then. Sleep well.